Hi, I'm Pat Mangan, Director of Governance Education at NRECA. Welcome to Governance Talk. My guest today is Louis Finkel. Louis, you are the Senior Vice President of Government Relations at NRECA. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me, Pat.
I asked you to come in today to talk specifically about the role that electric cooperative directors play in the advocacy process on behalf of co-ops. Uh, Specifically the fact that they are grass tops
Sure.
as opposed to grassroots. Let's start with a definition about grass tops.
Yeah, so Pat, as we think about the work that we do to advocate, carry that voice of our cooperatives in front of government, there's two really big, important constituencies that we think about, our grassroots and our grass tops. So let's kind of define what that is. So grassroots is quantity.
Okay.
Grass tops is quality.
I see.
So grassroots is the consumer members.
Okay.
The grass tops is directors, employees, managers, CEOs. They are a cohort. It's this army of the most informed, the most educated about the cooperative, the most knowledgeable about the cooperative. They're the group of folks that really understand what makes cooperatives tick, and in turn, understand the impacts of public policy on the cooperative, not just at a high level on rates and big picture things, but they can talk kind of more down in the weeds to carry that voice of the cooperative as someone that has been elected by the membership to be their voice. And so, Pat, one of the really interesting pieces of this is, when folks run to be on a co-op board, they're thinking about service to community, service to the cooperative. They're thinking about the financial backbone of the cooperative and the investments in the community, economic development.
Sure.
A lot of times they're really not thinking about this important role. So let me be clear. When you ran for that director role on your board, on the board of the co-op, make no mistake, you were running to be a voice of the co-op and to engage in advocacy, in government relations, in carrying your voice, the co-op's voice, the community's voice, to elected officials.
Excellent. Talk specifically about what that role is for an elected cooperative director. I get the big picture. That
Sure.
makes sense. What are the tactics involved in that?
So when we want to carry voice to elected officials, to policymakers, we think a lot, first and foremost, about the message. And that's a really important role that NRECA plays in working with our members, with our statewides around the country, to kind of make sure we have a digestible message about what the policy is, how it impacts the cooperative, and how that in turn affects the community. And so as a director, there's a couple different things that I would suggest. One is stay on top of the policy issues that affect our cooperatives.
Okay.
And once you are on top of it, whether you schedule a meeting with your members of Congress, with elected officials, whether you run into them at the hardware store or the grocery store in the community, whether you come to Washington to come see them, whether you invite that elected official to the cooperative, if you're knowledgeable about the issues, then you're in a position to advocate to our elected officials. And the key here is stay informed and be the voice. It's kind of that lead from the front mentality. If you're going to be serving on that board, leading the cooperative, determining the direction of the cooperative, help shape the public policy direction that's going to affect the cooperative too.
Very good. What else do you want electric cooperative directors to know regarding advocacy?
That there is no more powerful voice than the local board carrying the voice of their community and of the co-op to their elected officials.
And why is that so?
Because there's a simple equation in politics. Every elected official wants to stay an elected official.
Oh.
And if you're running for office, you want to make sure that the co-op that is in your congressional district, in your state, is having a conversation with their elected official. If I'm a member of Congress, I want to make sure that the co-op knows that I'm on board with what they care about, because the odds are, if folks know that I'm with them, they're going to be with me. And so you're trying to make sure that they understand that we are there to carry voice to them and then hold them accountable for the policy positions they take.
Louis, thank you very much for coming in today. We appreciate your time.
Well, Pat, it's always my pleasure. And if any directors need more from us, please reach out.